There we go. Hi everyone, my name is Chef Take. You can call me Noah. Welcome to the Suboptimal Cooking Stream. What is suboptimal cooking is what we're going to start off with as I pour my coffee this morning, and we're going to start every show with a little coffee chat, just talk about what we're going to be doing in the show. Today I'd really like to just start off with, kind of what is suboptimal cooking and what am I going to be doing on this show. Suboptimal cooking is really very much cooking for your daily life. And it's where a lot of cooking shows are going to show you perfect ingredients. They're going to show you great pans, new Hexclads or whatever, and beautiful gas burners. We're not showing you any of that. Our goal is to show you what it's like to cook in your own home. Electric burners, suboptimal pans, suboptimal equipment, and the ingredients that you can get for a better price at your local grocery store. Over the next 4 weeks or so, it's my goal to really kick this off and make a wonderful community place, and for people to learn better cooking, better food, and that just because you have suboptimal life or suboptimal ingredients doesn't mean your food can't be exceptional. So, cheers to you, everyone. As I drip coffee all over myself. Good way to start. That's very suboptimal. Okay, so, good morning, chat. I'm going to start talking to you guys now. What brew we got today is the Kansas City area's, I developed a hole in my lip. The Kansas City area's Roastery Coffee's City of Fountains blend. It is my and my partner Joyful's, my fiance Joyful, I really should say, or she'll slap me, preferred coffee. It's a medium roast, smooth, very nutty, really, really good. Got some Coffee Mate hazelnut in there as well for my creamer. And that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing. Yeah, there's the, drink that coffee. You will all notice that there are sub badges present now. We have follower emotes, the Yes Chef emotes. Let me turn that music down just a touch. Blaring in my ear a little bit. Are you not hearing the music? It's rather quiet on your side. I'll turn it up a bit, and that's okay. It's meant to be some background noise as we go. Today we're going to be making a couple different things. I'm in a baking mood today, so we're going to be making some jalapeno roasted cornbread using a mix, and this is kind of that suboptimal cooking stream specialty kind of thing where we're going to be doing things in a using the cheaper ingredients, using the ingredients that you can get at home. Or get easily for not a lot of money. We're also going to be making some banana bread. we're going to make some chocolate banana bread muffins. My kiddo has requested muffins for the weekend, and so I'm going to make them today and freeze some of them, because you can absolutely make them ahead and freeze them. Without much further ado, I do need to test one thing here, because I set everything up last night, and my animals are feral and hit my camera. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's just uh-oh. Stand by. Yeah, it looks workable, but it's not working. Hang on. I gotta refresh that connection, because that is not a live picture. Stand by. There we go. Refresh the camera there. There, now we got the stove cam working. Readjust that. There we go. Alright folks, so let's get started today. We're going to let's start pulling out our ingredients. I'm going to switch to my prep cam here. Actually, I'm going to shift this over so that you can see what I'm working on here and what we are going to be prepping. Why do I have to put that here? Because I'm suboptimal, that's why. Because I do things suboptimally, and that's my life, and I'm okay with it. Okay. So first things we're going to do is we are going to get our hello to you too. We're going to get our roasted corn going, if I can remember where the corn went. There, that's not what I thought it was. We maybe have a little bit more of a challenge than I thought here, folks, because that is not straight corn. That is cream style corn. So here is our Jiffy corn mix. It is one of the best cornbreads out there. It's been around for, I forget when, 1930, so close to 100 years, 95 years. Jiffy cornbread's been around. Let's do this. Check a few other places here. So it looks like I have cream style corn, not necessarily the corn I was expecting. Yeah, after D&D, after the cream corn fiasco at D&D, we're going to open this up and take a look at it and see if it can be salvaged. Hey, Fammy Jack, Old Man Jack, welcome in. On the menu today is corn muffin mix and, corn muffin, jalapeno roasted cornbread, and you do have some. Actually, if you could run some over, that would be great. I really appreciate it, because again, suboptimally, I did not check my ingredients. Although this is cornstarch, water, sugar, modified cornstarch, and salt. I can probably make this work, but if you want to run some over, I'd appreciate it. But cream corn. So we're going to take our cream corn and we're going to put it through a sieve. And so we're going to take this over to the sink. Let's get this opened up and take a look at it, because I got to see what this looks like. A lot of cream corn actually has cream in it. My animals are going feral in the background. They're chasing each other around the house. Oh, that's a texture. That's a texture. Let's see what we can make of this though. I'll let you. Well, it's not ideal, but again, this is the Suboptimal Cooking Show. And so we're going to work suboptimally. And right here is the drained corn, and we're going to work with this actually. So let me get the other can, because I do want 2 cans. And given that this is not the way I want it. This cream corn does not actually have cream in it. It's just like broken down a little bit. So we're gonna see how this goes. This is kind of the definition of what this show is all about. Work with what you got. That's right. Music stopped. Music stopped. Why did music stop? Fix that. There we go. I like music while I cook. That's right. Fly by the seat of your pants, work with what you got. That's what we're all about here. Pop that corn in there, and we're going to go rinse the other can real quick. Okay. A lot of broken corn in this can, so for now. All right. Okay. Neat to Not Great. Very good friend of the show, very good friend of mine. Coming over with a can of corn that we can test if this doesn't go well. All right, let's get our pan out. Nope. That's the one I want. Get this on the stove. Got the pan heating up on the stove, and we're gonna bring our ingredients over here. We're going to use a little bit of vegetable oil and a little bit of sugar to help our browning of the and get that nice roasted corn flavor into everything here. We're going to hear a little bit of banging as I get my stuff out. While that's heating up, we're going to get some our corn mix going here. I can never remember what we need on this. What do we need on this? Whew, I need to not throw it all over the house. That's what I need to do. 1 egg, third cup of milk, and a new box of corn mix because I threw that one on the floor and I will retrieve that later. Suboptimal, love it. All right, milk, eggs, fridge. Now, for ingredients, guys, I shop at Aldi personally. It is the it's the most efficient use of my money. I mean, I will tote them up. I'm not. Yeah, expensive muffins with eggs in them. Given what the price of eggs is right now. My quarter cup into where'd my third cup go? Again, suboptimal cooking. Don't always have all your clean stuff. You got a couple dishes in your in your sink and stuff. It happens, man. That's what life is about. That's how life works. Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to work with powdered eggs. I wouldn't work with powdered eggs for baking, honestly, because the whole idea of eggs is you're looking for a binder, and there we go. And you want something that's going to congeal and solidify your baking. So, you see Pandora somewhere? Where is she? Around. So again, sour cream and light mayo don't really solidify as they're baked. Eggs have the element when they're heated that the proteins lock up and combine and give you that binding element. Oils, if you're using oils to enrich things, you can substitute things like applesauce for oils as a moisturizing element, but eggs are really hard to substitute in my experience. Little whisk here, and for my dollar, I always mix. Make a mess as always. I always mix my eggs and milk first before adding my Jiffy Mix, because that is that gives you a better homogeneous mix once your Jiffy Mix goes in. Our pan is hot now, and we're going to go ahead and start sauteing our corn. Get a little bit of oil in that pan. See how it moves nicely around there and smoking a little bit. Get that nice sizzle, nice loud sizzle. Now this we're going to let sit here, and we want some browning on this. We want some nice color on this. That's going to give a nice roasted corn flavor to what we're doing. That's a good sizzle, yeah. Now the one thing I did forget to do, and fully on me for forgetting to do this, is preheat the oven to 400 degrees. So we're going to get that going. And that's smelling nice. Get that nice high heat going. Good good corn is a great smell. Roasted corn, toasted corn, grilled corn. I love that. Those smells are great. I love those smells. We're gonna put a little bit of extra sugar in there, just to give it that that kind of browning ability. Yeah, I've got plenty of time. How do you learn to toss like that? Good question. That is something you learn in culinary school, but it's really just a push-pull motion. So I'm pushing and pulling real fast. And the best way to learn it is actually if you take M&Ms and a cold saute pan. You can practice that without risking burning yourself, without risking, you know, I mean, M&Ms may go a little over the place. We're going to add about 2 tablespoons of sugar to this. Back in the corner. Beans work too, Skittles work too, yeah. About 2 tablespoons of sugar. Mix that sugar in so it starts getting that nice caramelization going. Leave that on the stove for a minute while we come back over here. And we're going to get our, actually before we mix in our, I don't want to mix in the mix just yet. We're going to save that for a little bit because I don't want to activate the baking stuff. I want that to be, so doing this on a gas oven is not going to necessarily change how it tastes. It's going to change how your heat is adjusted. Gas is great for adjusting your heat on the fly a little bit more easily than I mean, you need to adjust that timer on that. Sorry, guys. It's great for adjusting your temperature on the fly while you're sauteing, while you're using stuff. Gas oven versus gas electric oven hey Ace, how's it going? Maintains heat a little bit better. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my jalapenos. That's what I'm looking for. Where are my jalapenos? There they are. So today we are using my favorite kind of jalapenos to use in this kind of stuff. Yep, thanks, hon. These are the hot and sweet jalapenos. These are candied a little bit, which gives you a really nice touch of flavor. Just real quick back over at the stove, keeping this moving a little bit. Starting to get a little color in there, not much just yet, but a little bit. Where did I scrape it up off of the bottom? We are getting a little bit of color in here, if you guys can see that. Get that up there. Yeah. Keep that moving. And let's get back to our prep cam here. So we got some nice jalapenos. I love these things. And yeah, credit to Valencia for the multi-cam setup I did and just how I'm doing this. Eventually I'm going to get like a little button on my leg that I can do this with instead of having to reach over to my Stream Deck every time, but it's working for now. We're going to pull out a whole bunch of jalapenos. I like mine kind of spicy. If you don't like the spice, you can leave it out. That's fine. It goes really well. This is something that goes really well, honestly, with chili. I don't have the ingredients out for chili. Speaking of pulling the ingredients out, I need to pull out my bananas for the next thing that we're going to be making. That would be optimal. Suboptimal now. Alright. And I am using some old black bananas that I have in the freezer. These are nice and ripe, as you can see. I froze them with the skin on them. I'm going to show you how to take the skins off of them in just a little bit. As they sit here, they're going to defrost a little bit, and that'll make it easier to get the skins off. Okay, let's take a look at the stove right quick. We're getting a lot more color coming out on this. Looking beautiful. I really like that, yeah. You can see the brown bits coming out on here. Get that nice and close to the camera. You can see the brown bits coming out, the brown coming into that, getting that fond on the pan. This is supposed to be a non-stick pan. It's suboptimal. It's not the greatest non-stick pan there is. We work with it. Alright, coming over to my prep cam, I want to find what knife I want. There's my Santoku. So that is a Santoku knife. Santoku knife versus traditional chef's knife. French knife, Japanese style. I like Santokus. They have a slightly flatter blade. Great for chopping. We're going to pull out our steel here. Switch back over for a second. And so as you're... hold a little closer to the camera. Closer. So you have your French style knife here versus your Japanese style knife. This is called a Santoku versus a chef's knife or a French knife. And we're just going to take these, we're going to take our knife first off and give it a little run on our steel here. One sec, guys. Trying to be very aware. We're getting to that burn a little bit. Dog's barking. Sounds like Nate the Adventurer is here with that corn. Turn that off and move to the side. I'll be right back in a second, guys. Hey, bud.
Came up to me and said, I'd like to poison your mind. Wrong ideas that appeal to you, though I'm not unkind.
Can you come in and say hi?
Yeah, I'll come down and say hi. I thought you were making banana bread today.
Yeah, they got the bananas defrosting right there.
Oh, what are you sauteing right now? That smells good.
That's I took the cream corn I had. Get down, Cora.
Come on, baby girl.
I took the cream corn I had and drained it and sauteed that.
Oh, nice.
So
that is the right kind of corn.
Yeah, this is the right. This is the kind of corn I was expecting, guys. This is your whole corn kernel golden corn. This is obviously Hy-Vee brand.
Oh shit! I didn't realize I was on camera.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm just
your shirt's appropriate. The nice corn shirt. Yeah.
Horror show or horror movie.
So
I just grabbed what was in the closet.
No, you're good.
Becky calls me and goes, Are you watching Chef Stream?
I'm not awake yet.
Well, I was awake. I was just kind of laying in bed. I was in that stage of like, I need to get up. I got stuff I got to get done. Do I get up now or do I just wait? She calls. She says, I'm like, no, I'm not fully out of bed yet. And she goes, he needs corn. I'm like, tell him I'll be there in 5 minutes. Well, it took more than 5 minutes. Sorry, the cat got in the way.
No, it's fine.
So, chopped jalapenos.
Yeah.
So, while you're waiting for the banana bread, what are you making now?
We're making a roasted corn jalapeno cornbread.
Yes, hello Pandora, sweet girl. Yeah.
So just a rough chop on these guys gets everything kind of to where we want it. We want nice big pieces of jalapeno that you can get a nice bite in them. You want them about the same size as your corn, so that you can get that in there. We're gonna just drop this right into the bowl.
And is that an egg mix in the bowl right now?
Yeah, that is eggs. That's just eggs and milk, which we're using Jiffy corn mix. So that's a third cup of milk and 1 egg per box of cornbread mix.
So you're making a bread-based mix. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's Jiffy mix. It's
Cornbread.
Yeah, cornbread. Corn muffin, cornbread. Just basic Jiffy mix.
Nice. And to quote a line that everyone will roll their eyes at, because she don't like cornbread either.
Yeah.
That sauteed corn smells really good.
Yeah. So here we go, guys. Even on the slightly better camera, we got that nice color on the corn. Obviously, you can see there's a little bit of scorch on the pan. That's okay.
Isn't that called caramelization?
Yeah, it's caramelization from the sugar we put in there. We put a little bit of sugar in here, and so we're gonna let that sit and cool down just a little bit before we add that to the cornbread mix. Got a beep on the oven, so the oven's up to temperature.
I will say this, folks, you're missing out on the best part of this so far, which is the smell. It smells really good in here.
We're gonna go ahead and add our cornbread mix in. And again, you want to blend this. You don't want to over blend it. You don't want to build up too much gluten out of the flour that is in Jiffy cornbread mix.
So I take it this is basically your folding?
You're not necessarily folding. I whisk it in.
Okay.
I do whisk it in, but I just kind of I just try not to overdo it.
So to fold it in, you would need a different utensil.
You can fold with a whisk. If if you're folding like a meringue or something, you tend to fold with a whisk.
With a whisk, okay.
But
folks, the only thing I know how to do well is desserts like brownies and cream puffs. So learning anything new is good for me.
So that's about as much as you want to mix it. You can see I did not mix that very long, guys. Part of the reason we pre-mix the eggs and milk means you don't have to
mix it into the bread, into the mix for the bread. At
right,
the same time.
Exactly. So,
not a bad idea.
And it means you don't have to do it as often.
Yes, I see you, Cora. I know.
Smell-o-vision, where are you? Indeed.
I see you.
Wipe down our board, get that jalapeno off.
Just don't lay your head on the board anytime soon.
Yeah.
Eyes first, because boy, let me tell you, I got
wash your hands before you touch your eyes. That's right.
Yeah. Jalapeno juice in the eyes.
This should be. It's warm, but it's not blazing hot, so we can add it in here. You don't want it to be completely blazing hot when you add it, otherwise you're going to start to cook. You're going to start to cook and set your cornbread mix.
And that would be a no-no.
That would be a no.
That would be a mistake I would make.
And we're going to just kind of tap this off here.
Co-host time, guest star.
Yeah, it's honestly, guys, the smell of roasted corn is one of my favorite things in the world.
It is very, very. It smells really, really good in here. It's that kind of smell that makes you go when you haven't had breakfast. Go. Yeah. I could put that in something and eat it in the morning.
So yeah, let's see. I'm trying to decide if I want more jalapenos in here based on the look. I'm gonna throw.
There's not a lot. It doesn't look like there's a lot in there.
There's a lot in there for two cans. I am gonna throw. Excuse me, I need to get behind you.
I will move. Sorry, folks.
Whoops, not that jar. This is that jar.
Hi. Yes, I know. And I know you're not supposed to be up on people either. Come on, down.
Pull out some more jalapenos here.
I will touch you.
You like jalapenos, Nate? I forgot.
I do. I'm just the only one in the house that does. I don't like to eat them raw. I eat.
This is a pickled jalapeno. No.
I eat them in things.
Okay.
I like to eat them in things. Don't like to eat them by themselves.
These are sweet.
That's fine.
So.
Yeah, I'm very preferential or picky about how I do it, but I do like to eat them in things.
Fair enough.
They very much accentuate the flavor of various different foods that I like.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to be doing quite a bit of jalapenos. That's the better part of this jar. These jars are about $3.50 at my grocery store at Hy-Vee. I meant to mention this earlier. The boxes of cornbread mix are about 75 cents each. I mean,
They used to be. I don't know how much they are now. I think they've gone up.
They may be 96 cents now.
Yeah. About $1. You'll pay
About a buck. I mean, grand total here, you're talking about 2/3 of a cup of milk. I use lactose-free milk that I get at Hy-Vee for about $4 for a half gallon.
Lactose-free is always going to be more expensive.
Yeah, the lactose-free is going to be more expensive, but for most of my uses, I do need that.
The most expensive part here is the egg, which is like
eggs.
$12
Yeah.
for an egg. No, I'm kidding.
Well, right now, eggs at Aldi I think are about $4.50 a dozen.
Yeah.
So you're good with math. What would that come out to about per egg, Nate?
$4.50 a dozen.
$4.50 a dozen.
So 4.5.
I mean, $4 a dozen would be 30.
45 cents a piece. So there were 10. So you 45. So it'd be 30. 35 cents.
About 35 cents.
32, 35 cents an egg.
So you're looking at about.
Something in that range. It's going to be a weird number in the 30 cents range. Like,
I mean, this entire dish is about $5. Is what it comes out to.
oh man, I can smell that. Whew.
Where's my loaf pan? Oh, my nice IKEA loaf pan that I use. There we go. Nice. Yeah, like a pan. I use a olive. Well, I do have non-olive oil cooking spray. I'm gonna use my olive oil cooking spray for this one. Just
Not a bad deal. No, I wish eggs were. If eggs were cheaper,
if eggs were cheaper,
much less.
it would be much less. I mean, if eggs have gone up by about 2-3 times
Let's
due
see.
to the bird flu. But
Before the pandemic, eggs were $1.79 a dozen.
at Aldi, we were getting them for like $1 something. About
Yeah.
that, like even up to last.
Then we had the first serious
Right.
bird flu come through, and eggs went up to about $4 a dozen. And
They
now
dropped back down.
Then they went back down. They went down to about $3.
Not where I was shopping.
Well,
They were back down to about $2 a dozen.
yeah, no, Hy-Vee, they stayed high at about $3. And that's fine, but they've gone up since then. And then we had that accident. We had an accident on the highway in the area last week, and one of the trucks that was in the accident was carrying
Yeah.
crates upon crates of eggs. And the day after that happened, prices of eggs in the area
I'm
went
sure.
sky high.
Yeah, I haven't been out for eggs in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, they've come back down.
Yeah,
That's the
I buy
whole
them.
horrible accident happened, and we lost millions of eggs. Price goes up.
Yeah. I buy 3-4 dozen eggs at a time and put them in my. See, I keep a sec. Now I know not everybody can afford to do this. I do have a second fridge in my garage, and I keep eggs and extra milk out there. The nice thing about the lactose-free milk is the lactose-free milk keeps for like
Much longer.
it's almost 2 months.
Oh, nice.
So
Old Man Jack is asking, what kind of meat would you add into the mix if you were so inclined? Like, actually into the mix?
I don't know that personally. I don't know that I would add meat into the mix. I would add things like I'm more of a when it comes to the cornbread. I'm more of a vegetable person.
I was going to add meat to it. I would add something seasoned, like, to fit with the theme, which would be like a Tex-Mex.
Well, yeah, like a Tex-Mex. I mean, you could hypothetically add. I mean,
It'd have to be something ground just to make sure that
Yeah,
it cooks
it-
evenly.
it
I mean,
would-
you couldn't do
well,
something
you
like
would pre-cook-
chorizo
you would
or
pre-cook
chicken.
it anyway.
Yeah,
You
well,
would
I know,
pre-cook
but
it.
just to make sure there's not spots where it's gooey inside the
yeah, a ground
do it out
turkey,
of
ground turkey, ground beef.
ground beef, ground pork sausage, maybe with some spices and seasonings added to give it that spicy taste.
Yeah, it's one of the. I mean, you can certainly do that. I would cook it if that was the case. I would be cooking it in a cast iron skillet
Rather than in a
rather than in a loaf pan, and it would become more of a casserole because of the moisture and the fat coming out of the stuff. But you can do stuff like that with the Jiffy cornbread mix.
yeah. At some point in time, I'll need to get the exact recipe. I need to make my stepdad's breakfast. I can't remember what it's called, but it ends up being cooked in a skillet, so it's thick, and it's eggs and cheese and sausage and hash browns, and it's cooked in like a layer pattern.
Oh yeah, yeah, like
Good.
just a breakfast skillet.
Yeah, so good.
Clean your knives off, put them right back in your block.
Eat your veggies, Jack.
No, you're fine. That's not derailing. That's
It's not a bad question.
not a
I
bad
don't
question
think.
at all. Now hang on to this. Actually, you want to take that back?
No.
Or, okay. Hang on to that.
Whatever, we've got 3 more at the house, so we're good.
Let's see how these bananas are doing. I only just pulled these out, but yeah, they're still pretty frozen. We're gonna have to do some sneaky trickery with these.
Some jiggery pokery.
Jiggery pokery, yep. Alright, so let me come to my... Because I don't have everything memorized in life, we have I keep an iPad over here to grab recipes that when I need them.
Digital recipe book is way smarter than what I do, which is I have the old recipe books that I have to like flip through the pages and find the recipe, and then I have to set it up and make sure it's somewhere useful. Chef's Kitchen's also a lot easier to cook in. I have a galley kitchen,
Yeah.
which means you're moving backwards and forwards to do things. Like Chef can do everything right here at his island. Ours, unfortunately, with the way the shelves are, you're over here for the stove, then you move down to mix this, and then you move down over here to mix.
Believe me, that was one of the considerations I made when I bought my house.
Well, I didn't really think about it. I didn't think of how it was going to affect the way cooking was, but boy howdy, does it make you not want to cook.
Alright, so we're going to be using this recipe. Jump to the recipe.
Yeah, I remember helping build this thing too. It was much more difficult than I anticipated.
Which?
The
This? I
spoon
thought
shoving and stuff. I was here helping you.
Were you?
Yeah. I remember Kitty helped you bring the box in the house.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was too weak, and then I helped hand parts and stuff for assembly and screwed in some stuff. I just remember it being a lot of work. It looks fabulous once it was finished.
Yeah, I love this thing. Okay, so this calls...
It's not tiny, honey. It's just a galley kitchen. It's designed specifically that way.
Okay, so this calls for 3 ripe bananas. We're going to use 6. They say medium large. These are medium large. Yeah. So what I'm actually going to do here, guys, is I'm going to get some hot water running.
To quote the internet, it's a perfectly adequate size.
We're going to get some hot water running, and what we're going to do is we're going to run the bananas under a little bit of hot water. That's going to soften the outside of them, make them easier to peel, while keeping the inside solid.
Yeah,
which
makes it easier to cut, right?
It makes them easier to get ready before you put them in the microwave to fully defrost them.
Because then you mash them up to mix in with the mix.
Yep, absolutely. So we just a little bit of hot water on the outside here, guys, is going to go a long way.
We probably do have too much stuff on.
And as you can see, I mean, they peel
Very nicely.
very nicely. So we're going to get those into a nice big bowl here.
Voila.
Voila. And you can see that these are very ripe bananas. Yes, they should be this color when you're working with them. That is perfectly okay, especially for applications like banana bread. They are not rotten. They don't have...
No, these are ripe.
Yeah, these are ripe bananas.
This is what a ripe banana looks like, folks. We don't eat ripe bananas in the United States.
Well, ripe bananas, I mean, these are ripe
Those are ripe
bananas.
too. Because they're starting to die.
These are overripe. They've also been in the freezer. Putting them in the freezer will turn them darker and more black. I'm going to run this under the hot water just a little bit more.
But yeah, these are not bad bananas.
No, not at all. Your 10-year-old may not eat them like this, but
No, my 10-year-old won't eat bananas at all.
wow.
Although they are eating more than they used to. They're starting to try new things.
Did you hear that sushi train's closing?
The one.
In Olathe.
Oh damn! That's
Yeah, the last day is Friday.
that sucks.
This coming Friday, not last Friday.
Well, I don't know anybody that works there anymore, so I'm not too heartbroken. But it does still kind of suck because it's like the only sushi place that we had.
Yeah, the
Saturday the 1st.
these just if you get the skins nice and hot, you can really just kind of
Twist them.
twist them and pop them right out. it works pretty well. Whoop. Let me use these two. Those two, I don't know what I'm going to do with those just yet. You know, it's funny. You talk about how there's talk about how bananas have evolved and how we don't have the same bananas they used to have.
Oh, no,
Well,
not
there was a banana, and they don't smell like they used to. You get a ripe banana like this, and it smells like banana candy or like a banana. Reference for my fiance, Banana Kicks. If you know what Banana Kicks are.
Yes, I do. Back there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right there.
Suboptimal.
Yeah, no, bananas don't smell like they used to. They also don't have the same flavor they used to.
Unless they're really, really ripe.
Unless they're really, really, really ripe. Because we've literally made them to the point where they don't reproduce in the wild like they used to.
Now you can get like the Asian bananas at like your grocery store. Why?
I'll go look.
You can come here on your lunch break if you like. We'll have some good stuff to taste. It is.
Hey, Billy, this is Michelle.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go. Start at 1 minute and go from there. Gonna come over here with our mixing bowl and my mixing paddle here. Now this, let's see here. Bread loaf pan. No, we're in. No. Mixing bowl. They want to cream the butter. And 1/3 cup of sugar or honey. We're not going to use honey. We're going to use sugar. Sugar's cheaper. Sugar's
Just as effective.
yes, folks. In case you missed that, I pulled the butter from right next to the fridge. I keep my butter at room temperature pretty much year round. It does not go bad that fast. It can go rancid, but
Takes months.
it takes a long time. Butter is perfectly, as long as it's not exposed to the air, it's in a wrapper or something, butter will be perfectly fine at room temperature.
That's not cheese, Cora.
I hear wrappers.
It's cheese tax time.
No, yeah, you can tell.
Look who else came.
Yeah, Pandora also.
They think it's cheese tax time.
They think it's cheese tax time. Okay. Spring right there.
Oh, there's ads.
Quarter cup.
Ads in 10 minutes.
So what do we got?
Ads in 10 minutes.
Ads in 10, yes. Ads in 10, yes.
And I shall duck out then.
Okay. Alright, so we got 1.5 cups of sugar we need. Pull the sugar out of the cabinet here. What is now my sugar container used to be my gluten-free flour. Gluten-free flour, no. I used to keep gluten-free flour in the house for a while and was using it, but I got some good experiment. I mean, I got some great chocolate chip cookies out of the King Arthur gluten-free flour. And I had a friend who was celiac.
You still have them. They're still your friend.
The person I'm thinking of is
Not your friend?
no.
Oh,
We don't talk anymore.
what a bummer.
That's fine.
That
It's
happens.
fine. It happens. All right. Now the one thing I don't have here, guys, and I haven't done. You know what? Let me do this. I'm gonna try something. I had not planned on this, but we're gonna try it anyway. See if this cable reaches.
Oh, you're gonna mix with the KitchenAid.
Yeah, I am gonna mix with the KitchenAid, and I'm gonna bring the KitchenAid into focus over here,
If we can.
if we can.
We just need a cable extender.
Can you get that into the?
As a matter of fact,
Is that gonna reach?
yes.
Perfect.
Hang on. If I don't drop it, yeah. Yes, I can.
Sir. Those need to go for a little bit longer. Put another minute on those. Meow. And we are going to cream. What you're doing when you are creaming butter and sugar is you are processing the butter and sugar to get air in there, to get
Nice.
it mixed homogeneously.
Yeah, we have a KitchenAid as well, but it's not as fancy as this one.
This is the
Pro line.
The Pro line.
I wish we had bowls that would lock into place. Whew, that would be nice.
If you don't have a mixer, the back of a wooden spoon. It takes a lot of arm work and I mean, you're right. Honestly, I should be doing this Pro suboptimally. Yeah, whatever. We'll do that. Not bad. We'll show you how this works. That's a good point, Kitty. Thank you.
You want to switch over to have the main camera being the one that's looking down?
Yeah, I thought I was. We'll do this for a little bit and show you.
It's one of the few things I can do as a surprise co-host.
Help with associate.
I can't tell you how many times I've gone back to playing Rocksmith after having the camera on me, and then I'm playing the guitar, and everyone's like, "Where's the song? We can't see the song." Sorry.
Those
I have to hit a button.
Liquefying. It's still hot. We're gonna put that over there. Put your ingredients away, folks. Clean up after yourselves.
You clean up while you're cooking. It makes it a hell of a lot easier when you're done.
Yep.
I learned that the hard way.
So you wanna... I'm just using a wooden paddle here, and you're gonna cream, and you're gonna cream, and you're gonna cream.
Roberta Flack passed away?
Yeah, Roberta Flack passed away. Killing me softly with it. Yeah. Can we get more of this more often? Yes, Family Jack. This is going to be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing. I'm going to be... The Suboptimal Cooking Show is going to be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing. Tell your friends, tell people. This is going to be going for at least the next 4 weeks.
No longer.
If not longer. Woo, this is an arm workout.
It is? Yeah, I can see that. And with as weak as my arms are, I'd be dead long before this was done.
Now we'll talk about, while we're doing this suboptimally, I may switch to optimally for a little bit just to save my
Save your arms.
save my arms, save my sanity. But yeah, you can cream just with a lot of arm effort there. And I will say that it's worth it to try and get yourself a mixer. If you can't get a mixer like this, that's fine. Even just a hand mixer or a hand beater is a great thing to have. And if you can't afford one right away, a great place to look is your thrift shops. Secondhand stores.
Even one of the manual ones.
Even one of the manual beater.
Would make it a lot easier on yourself.
Save a little bit of time. We're gonna cream this on. Get this creaming in there.
Oh, one of the things I would like to do, if you're up for doing a stream about it, is I think we should try some of those recipes in the D&D cookbook.
Oh yeah, no, that's one of the things we're going to be doing is in the future streams. Maybe not this week.
It's gonna be a little bit because we're gonna have to go get the supplies for any of those recipes,
right,
because I don't have any of that stuff.
Right. Well, we're gonna on the Suboptimal Show, we're gonna be doing Cookbook Fridays, where we're looking at different cookbooks, looking at their recipes and figuring out how to kind of take those recipes and make them on a suboptimal budget. So,
sounds excellent. But we've got the little ones got their cookbooks that they wanna do recipes from, which is the Pokemon cookbook, and then I have the D&D cookbook, which
these are watery.
It's okay. They'll mix well.
Yeah. We may need to adjust the amount of flour that goes into this because they're so watery.
That makes sense. Or you could always drain them. Most people have like a colander or a...
Yeah. Well, we're also gonna be doing some streams, guys, of camera turned off. Front cam's on.
Well, that's okay.
Hold on. Give me 1 sec, guys. I don't know if that was probably a dead battery. I don't know if this camera lasts that long. Change battery back. Give me 1 sec, guys. I will. This is why I have multiple battery packs charged for this.
Put this one back in there.
Give me 1 sec to reset the webcam utility. I don't want to close the application.
So it says.
Come on. Come on, you. There it goes.
Ta-da!
Make sure I'm still framed right. That way. Wouldn't be a stream if it doesn't have some stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, let's
That's the Scuff and Buff.
Yep. Alright, and
No, usually I'm the Scuff on my stream. I mean, look at me for crying out loud. I forgot you had this.
yeah. And mixable.
I don't got any cheese for you. Sorry.
So we're doing a double batch here. Can you grab the eggs out of the top of the fridge there?
How many?
I need 4 of them. So this is an expensive day in terms of eggs, guys, but eggs will come back down in price. Chickens reproduce fairly quickly. It's going to take some time.
Down to 1 in the house.
That's not completely true. I have like another dozen or 2 in the
Well, no, you have down 1
in the house. Yes.
The other ones are out in the garage.
Okay, eggs in 5. We can pause the cooking anytime. So, guys, what we're gonna do? Oh, let me. That's my egg. Ooh, that's my coffee. No. Pre-rolls are on. Let's go ahead and run ads, guys. We're gonna take a break real quick. I will be back in about 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. Grab some coffee, grab some water, hydrate. The Suboptimal Cooking Show will be back.
I'll see you guys later.
Welcome back, everyone. Our friend Nate the Adventurer has headed out, and we are back. I have filled up my water, and I'm going to hydrate, because I am sweating like a... We're looking more at the floor than we are at the... Well, here, let me... Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're back, and we've got our bananas and our eggs right here. We're mixing these up. They look so lovely. Our cornbread is just about done, guys. I just checked it. It is still a little soft in the center, so I'm going to let it go a little bit longer. It's looking kind of golden brown, but with the extra moisture that we've added, we want to let that run just a little bit longer. Sweating like a hard-working person, that's right. 1 second. Here, folks. Use this. Alright. So we're going to get our mixer going again. And I have to talk over the mixer because the mixer makes a lot of noise. So we're going to add this in a little bit at a time. Just kind of slowly and progressively. Cool. Drip it down the side. That's suboptimal as usual. Alright. Clean as you go, clean as you go. I'm actually going to drop that down. Add the rest of this in. Now this is going to look a little broken as we start it off, but it'll come together once we get a few more things in here. All right, need a scraper to get the stuff off of here, so it'll mix in. Move my arm out of the way so you can see what I'm doing here. We're scraping down the beater, getting the butter off of the beater, and then we're going to crank this up, raise it up again. We're going to let that mix in for just a second here. While that's mixing in, we're going to grab another bowl. And we're going to get our flour. And our baking soda and baking powder. I'm going to drop things. No, it doesn't use baking powder, it just uses baking soda. Excuse me. Grab our baking soda, which I keep mine on one of these. Slow that down a bit. It's looking good. Okay, so we need 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of baking soda for us, and half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of salt. We're converting the recipe as we go. 3 cups of flour. So when you're measuring your flour, folks, I like to I prefer to do things flour-wise with by weight. This recipe is not done by weight. This recipe is done by by volume. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of even this out here by tapping it a little bit, and then we're going to scrape straight across the top. So that's 1, That's 2. That's 3. 3 cups of flour. Oh, don't start with that word. And then we're going to come in with our baking powder. We're going to come in, mix in our 2 teaspoons of baking soda. And salt. For salt, guys, when you're baking, you always want to use iodized salt. Well, it doesn't have to be iodized. You want to use just regular, plain, granular salt. You don't want to use kosher salt. Kosher salt does not dissolve as well as regular salt. So we're always going to use our iodized salt, our standard table salt, if you will, when doing that. Grab another whisk if you have another one. Otherwise, wash the one you were using before, and we're going to gently whisk together all the dry ingredients here. Mental timer's going off. Let's check that banana bread. Oh man, or the cornbread rather. And that is some good-looking cornbread. See? Just pushing on the top of it, I can tell that it's nice and solid. We're going to let that cool for a little bit here, guys. Shut the oven and I'll give you a better look at it real quick. Look at that. Does that look good? That looks good to me. That looks absolutely beautiful to me. Wonderful. Now we're going to drop the oven. Now I realize I kind of did this out of order, unfortunately, because they say 55 to 60 minutes on the banana bread. We're going to be doing them in muffins, so they're probably going to go a lot quicker than that because they're calling for a loaf pan. Yes, you can also check with a toothpick. I don't have any toothpicks right now. It's something I need to acquire for future references. I don't seem to have a cake tester. Oh, I do have one of these though. We'll use our thermometer probe because, hey, scuff. So I got a thermometer probe here. We're just gonna pierce it real quick. And kind of a little dirty actually. I'm gonna pop that back in the oven for about another 5 minutes. Always good to double check yourself. So we got our flour, salt, and flour, salt, and baking soda mix. Here we're gonna start the mixer on low, and we're just gonna put this in here 1 cup at a time. It throws a little bit. You can pulse it as well. Stop the mixer as you dump in, and then pulse. last of it we're just gonna dump on in there. We're down like here. From here. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Alright, let's scrape this down on the sides here, make sure everything gets mixed in. I'm going to bring it up to high just for a second to make sure everything's really nice and incorporated. Cool. Last thing we're going to add is I decided to do this as you can do nuts in this, you can do raisins in this. I like chocolate. Wrong cabinet. I like chocolate, and my and the lovely Joyful Noise does too. So we're going to be throwing chocolate chunks in here. Chocolate chips are one of those things you can get Toll House, you can get the house brand. We like these. These are the Belgian chocolate chunks. These are actually not, these are an Aldi brand. These are the semi-sweet Belgian chocolate chunks from Aldi, and they're actually not really expensive. They're pretty reasonably priced. They're really good. So I'm going to just dump probably all of what I got here. Clean your knives, put them away. Clean your knives, put them away. Clean your knives, put them away dry. Do not put them away wet, they will get rusty. We're just gonna scuff it. Suboptimal it. Don't care. God, that looks good. Okay. I like snacking on them straight too. I don't know if you noticed, but I did throw a little bit in directly into my mouth. All right. Ooh, that is a lot of batter. I may store some of this batter for baking fresh as well. You can store these batters. Again, not optimal, a little suboptimal, but you can store a lot of these batters, especially since we're using baking soda and not baking powder. Baking soda activates. Well, no, this is baking soda. Baking soda activates with acid, and baking powder activates with heat. So we'll see. I have muffin tins here. You will need some sort of baking vessel. Where I baked the we did the cornbread with olive oil. I'm going to use a neutral oil on these. I don't want, I like olive oil flavor for savory things. I don't necessarily want that olive oil flavor on my sweet muffins. So I'm going to be using my original canola oil spray here. I highly recommend getting baking sprays, guys. Canola oil is a good alternative to just like a regular spray. We're gonna grease our pans here, a little bit of a round and round as we go to each cup so it coats nicely. Now you can do this next part with your spoon. You can do it with just like a measuring cup. I like to use food scoops. You can find food scoops like these. These are not great for ice cream. These are great. These are better for things like doing batters and stuff. Joy got these for me on Amazon. A set of 3 of them for, I don't know, I think it was like 10 or 15 bucks. Correct me if I'm wrong there, sweetie. And then, but this just helps your portioning be nice and even. Yeah, I don't remember either. Yes, but you're on your computer and you could look back. You could look back at the Amazon purchase if you felt like it. If you feel like it, I don't. All right, let's balance that there for a second. Going into the oven with our first pan. We're going to put those on the top rack. Meanwhile, grab our thermometer probe. Let's check our cornbread one more time. That's clean. That's done. Okay, we are done. Cornbread is done. Scooping these. Do you guys have any questions about baking? Do you guys have any questions about what we've been doing? How much is the serving? This is probably about a half cup serving. Third. This is about a third to a half a cup scoop. I'm not positive, honestly. It kind of depends on your muffin tins. A lot of muffin tins come in different sizes. You only want the muffin. You don't want to overfill your muffin tins. You want them to be about 3/4 of the way full when you're doing them. There. Yeah, currently finding three for $19 on Amazon. So again, they're I understand if you're strapped for cash, you're strapped for cash. I know I am. But it's always good to invest in your kitchen. 3 table? No, that couldn't be. 3 tablespoons? Let's find out. What Amazon says? Well, let's take a look here. One. So what have we got? That is a 3 tablespoon bag. Scoop. Okay. Alright. So, what are we talking? Biggest 3 minutes to as small as 1. Okay, well, hey, I was wrong. Let's put this to the side. I'm going to step over here for a second, unplug my mixer, and put it back. A whole bunch of dishes to do when I'm done. I don't want to do dishes on stream, unfortunately, because the sound of the water overrides everything. Otherwise, I would be doing dishes with you guys and talking to you guys while I did the dishes, but unfortunately, the sound just overrides everything. So we'll do dishes after stream. Trust but verify, that's right. Okay. Cornbread. Warm, not too hot. We're gonna bring this over here and we're gonna turn this out actually. Hope this stays together. No? Don't want to come out? Run a knife around the edges and see if that makes it a little bit better to come out. Beautiful. Love it. That worked. Look at that steam coming off of that guy. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off of that, guys, but there's our cornbread. I'm going to kindly ask Joyful Noise to come on downstairs for a tasting. Because I mean, you can take my word for it, but I made it. Slice it while it's still hot. Oh, look at that.
Honey?
Yeah. You want to taste?
Oh, it smells even. Oh. Steam rising off of that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab something to make this even
A
better.
little honey. I wouldn't try that one. Let me grab the bear. Or
Where's the bear?
Not the bear, the liquid stuff.
Where is it?
Right here. It's not going to be the awesome honey, but it'll be good.
Yeah, the awesome honey is awesome.
I didn't want to do that.
What are we doing?
I went to go close the door.
Oh. Well then.
Cream cheese would be good too on it.
Ooh. I didn't even think about
I don't think we have any cream cheese right now, unfortunately. I know we don't because I threw it up the last. Well, you can double check. Trust but verify. Trust but verify.
You got a container.
Oh, we got a container from cream cheese. Hey, cool. Whipped cream cheese. We'll give that a shot. So good.
Look at me having things.
He says, hi, Joy.
Hi. Oh, and now Pandora and Cora are here for
Yes.
cheese attacks. So we can try a little bit of both. We can try a little bit with the butter and a little bit
butter,
of
a
cream
little bit
cheese,
of
a little
honey,
honey.
That butter nice and soft or kind of stiff still?
It's a little stiff, but you put it on the hot cornbread and it's
Yeah.
going to immediately...
Yeah, the whipped is really nice to spread. What's the spice level on it? Is it like, did I overdo it or?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's really good. The jalapenos and the corn give it a nice crunch. So some texture. I'd say it's definitely there at the back of the throat.
Okay.
So I say probably a 4
Or on the burn?
on the burn out of
a
10.
10?
Yeah, Kitty was asking 1 to 10 on spice. I'd say it's probably a 4. Because it's definitely there. It doesn't hit immediately. What I get more immediately is the corn and the sugar. And then as it sits, kind of at the back of the throat, kind of right here, is where I'm getting the spice. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's also why we use these the candied jalapenos. They're not as hot.
I like the candied jalapeno.
Yeah. That's really good. That is really good.
I'm biased, Kitty, but yes. Chef
Yeah,
makes very good cornbread. Ooh, a Goombian trap. Is that what it says?
Yeah, Gumi.
Goomy. Okay.
I decided not to put.
Yeah, fair. I mean, the Pokemon can come eat the food too.
Yeah.
Obviously, Goomy's here to
Gumi's here to have some cornbread. Yeah, that would be great with a bowl of chili. That would be great with a bowl of
Or
chili.
even like a mole or something too.
Oh yeah.
Which I guess
Absolutely.
is kind of like
Mexican chili.
Mexican chili, yes.
Where'd the other knife go? Oh, we used.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. No, that was my fault. I used. Let's try it with the cream cheese. With cream cheese.
I think the honey would be good because Now I'm trying to decide if the honey is going to go well with it because
It's already sweet.
it is a sweet cornbread, so
Yeah.
it might be
Overpowering.
maybe.
There you go.
I want just a bite.
That. Just one.
Just a bite.
Alright. Careful, it's like
Yeah.
crumbling a little bit.
Uncle Toe.
Thank you, Kitty. Mm-hmm. Get out of here.
Ooh.
That's nice.
I would never have thought to put cream cheese with cornbread.
That's really nice with the tanginess of the.
Was that a you idea or a Chad idea?
That was Kitty idea.
Good idea, Kitty. And good catch.
Hello.
Yeah, I never would have thought to do that.
Yeah, that's really nice.
That's really good. I like that a lot. Hey, Henri! It's been a while! Hi,
Honor
friend!
Queen, how are you? How are you, friend?
That was really good.
Yeah.
We're just trying the...
We're trying the cornbread, the jalapeno roasted cornbread that we made today.
All of this is also going to be posted in the Chef's Table on Discord. You can join that by subscribing.
Yeah.
And then automatically free with your subscription on Twitch comes your access to the Chef's Table, which will allow you behind the scenes with the recipes that Chef's doing, allow you to make some suggestions on things that you'd like to see cooked in a scuffed, suboptimal way, and things like that. Sorry, I'm just coming in here to promote.
Yeah, that's what I rely on you for. I'm just the face, you know. You're the business brains.
Business. I don't know about that.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that's really good. I can't wait to try the banana bread here. And
Yeah. Well, the muffins will cook pretty quickly. Hopefully, they'll be done before stream's over.
well, they'll be done before stream's over, regardless, because we want to try them before we leave, right?
That's true.
Oh. The first thing that's hit my stomach all day. You want to try your hand at making more stuff? Well, you're in the right place, Henri. That's exactly what Chef's doing here.
Yeah, so Henri, welcome to the Suboptimal Cooking Stream. For those of you who didn't catch it at the beginning of the stream, my name is Chef Tig. You can also call me Noah. I'm a 20-year veteran of the culinary arts and cooking in general. I'm here making this show to kind of show you what it's like from a perspective of someone who's worked with some of the best ingredients, worked with some of the best equipment, worked with some of the best, knives and stuff, but maybe can't always afford that in my own day-to-day life. Mm-hmm. And so it's all about, the Suboptimal Cooking Show is all about taking what you actually have, the pans you actually have, the knives you actually have, the ingredients that you can get at your local grocery store, which may not be the best ingredients on the planet. We shop at Aldi a lot, which, while they have a lot of stuff, the quality isn't always the best, but that's why the prices are a little bit lower.
Yeah.
Aldi and Costco is where we
places.
do most of our shopping.
And not only that, but especially with food prices being the way they are right now, Chef really has wanted to, showcase what you can do with what you can get right now. I mean, we've all seen food prices just absolutely go through the roof. We were just talking about eggs earlier in the stream, that they were maybe $1 and change a carton 5 years ago, and now even at Aldi they're almost $5 a carton, $6 a carton if you're going to, your general, shopping places. And there's one place that we go that's a little bit more of a specialty store here we're in Kansas City, and we go there for some of our things that you can't get other places due to dietary requirements for me. And those eggs are $7, $8 a carton, and not only that, but you're having to keep track of when the shipments are coming. They're limited in how many you can get in a purchase, And if you're not there in the first 10 minutes of when the eggs come out, good luck, you're not getting eggs that week. So, just kind of talking through what what you have and making do and how you don't have to eat like a budget even if you're on a budget.
Yeah, absolutely. Today's cornbread was made from a mix, guys. Like this is not me taking cornmeal and flour and sugar and make this is Jiffy cornbread mix, and it's taking this stuff and enhancing it and just making your life easier and a little bit better and a little bit more flavorful.
Jiffy cornbread mix and store brand corn.
Thank you, Panda. How are you?
Hi, Panda. Yeah, Jiffy cornbread mix and store brand corn and store brand jalapenos.
Why am I not hearing I need to set up my alerts or my sound.
Yes, your sound alerts are not. I meant to tell you that earlier.
Yes, my TTS and I forgot to set those up.
Yes.
Whoopsies.
All good. First day on a laptop that hasn't streamed before, and yeah, creamed corn at that, Kitty. Yeah, that was creamed corn that we didn't realize was a curveball. That was creamed corn. It was, for context, it was corn that was given to us from our local Buy Nothing group. That is another place that you can use for groceries, or not even groceries. Sleepy Panda, hi! Welcome.
Sleepy Panda.
That's a name I haven't seen in a long time. Hello. What I was talking about is that a lot of times in Buy Nothing groups, people who may be a little bit better off or have gotten the wrong order on their Instacart or whatnot, they will often offer those groceries up because they can't return them, but they're still getting the food that they had requested, and so you can put in to ask for that. We a couple weeks ago got very lucky with an order right before a snowstorm where it had some bread that we would have never tried before that was really good. I need to message her about that bread, yes. And but a lot of store brand or discount branded vegetables that are canned, and just because they may not be good just by itself doesn't mean you can't zhuzh it up and make it into something really special, like this cornbread.
Let's do some more cooking, guys. We got about half an hour
I'll
or
be
so.
back later. And I'll be in chat all day.
Joy will be in chat, and we'll be back to taste the muffins when the muffins are ready. Keep an eye on those. Let's do a little clean down real quick, and let's raid the fridge and see what we can make for lunch to go along with this stuff. Because I'm hungry. I haven't eaten all day yet. I woke up kind of late this morning. We're gonna raid the fridge and kind of group. What kind of group are you talking about? Like, oh, the Buy Nothing group. Buy Nothings are a thing that actually started in COVID, when people couldn't necessarily buy things. They were you couldn't go to the stores, and maybe you needed something that your fellow person had and no longer needed. And you find them on Facebook a lot of the time, and they're exactly what they say. You post things that you have that you no longer need, that you're going to get rid of, and people can buy nothing. You don't charge them. You just hand off things like that. We've had a lot of success with our Buy Nothing group. In our local area, it's a very active group. Joy has gotten all kinds of clothing and equipment. Actually, as a matter of fact, this knife block that you see on stream here, right here, was a pickup from the Buy Nothing group. Joy's a little addicted. It's a Excuse me, I need to stop one of my cats from moving. Sorry, my 18-year-old cat's being a little bit of a jerk to our 5-year-old cat. I know we're getting a little spicy. Let's have a peek at these muffins, guys. I got my cooling rack set up here to let everything else cool down and before we pack it up. Let's take a peek at the muffins. Oh, those are looking good. Golden brown around the edges. Still a little soft on the inside, so we're gonna let those go probably about another 5-10 minutes. I'm actually gonna set a timer because I keep forgetting things are in the oven, and that's just not a great way to be. Yes, Grahatia raids the fridge. Absolutely, Grahatia raids the fridge. What do we want to make? I want something fun. What do we have? What do we have? Smelling things and realizing, yeah, these are banana chunk muffins. You digging the different camera angles, Panda? Awesome, I love it. I've got basically 5 different setups here. We've got just the plain main cam, just the prep cam. We got the main cam with the prep cam with the main cam, and then our stove cam here, just so you guys can see what all we're doing. What do I want? I don't know. So, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite little products I've been getting at Costco. These suckers. These are awesome. These are uncooked flour tortillas. These you can get these for about I believe the whole pack is about $8 for about 44 tortillas. It's a big old pack of them. We're gonna, just because the stove is, well, I don't have a shot of, so I'm gonna move this over. We're gonna move that over, wipe down the stove a little bit, and we're gonna get a pan going on the stove to cook a couple of these tortillas. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this tortilla yet, but we're gonna do something with it. I'm missing a pan. Where's my saute pan? Where's my non-stick saute pan? I'm thinking quesadillas, yeah, we're gonna... I'm missing a pan. Where's that pan? Did it go into the stove? It did go into the stove. Now this is my other nonstick pan that I like. This is an actually works as a nonstick pan. I got this for about $6 at Hy-Vee, I think. It's lasted me a little while. It's wearing down a bit. I may need to replace it, but it works. It still works. Let's see. Got some basic roast chicken here. We'll probably use that. Got some Colby Jack. A little mozzarella too. Sorry, I know this is probably not the most interesting shot here, guys, but... Ooh, Swiss. Swiss. Oh, there's an open Colby Jack. Haha, even better! They close Colby Jack away. These are, you're not seeing what I'm doing, right? Alright. I'm going to make these interesting. I'll be right back. I'm going to pop into my garage fridge for a second. We're going to go Korean today. We're gonna do chicken kimchi quesadillas. Get that pan heating up. I love kimchi personally. I'm a huge kimchi fan. I gotta duck under here and look for something my love put away, and I don't know where it got put. That's a very good question. Where did that get put? I'm looking for my cheese grater, guys. Give me one sec. Above the microwave? I never would have looked there, thank you. Now, the one major piece, and you guys can't really see it from where you are, the only door it fits in, you can just go underneath with the pans, honestly. The one, I'm going to get another camera on it eventually. The one optimal piece of equipment, Toby-Doo Gaming, thank you for the raid, my friend. Welcome in. Hope you guys are doing well. Raiders, welcome. My name is Chef Tig. You can call me Noah or Chef or Tig. Doesn't really matter. I am a 20-year veteran of the culinary industry, here to teach you guys how to cook suboptimally. Suboptimal cooking is a way of cooking and a thought process of maybe not using the best ingredients, maybe not using the best pans, the best equipment, but still coming out with incredible food and a great way. Raiders, thank you. Welcome. Hope you're all doing well. Can we give a shout? It's slash shout out, Kitty. I don't have an SO command just yet. If you do slash shout out, you should be able to do it. And there's my descriptor of what suboptimal cooking is, guys. Right now we are heating up our pan. I'm going to dice up some chicken here. Thank you. I got some just sliced deli chicken that we're going to use. I'm going to saute that up a little bit before it goes in. We're making, we've been making a whole bunch of stuff. We made some jalapeno cornbread. that you'll be able to see in a minute. We're making some banana chocolate chip muffins, which actually the first batch of those I think is good to go. And woo! I'm under attack. Alright, first set of muffins are ready to go. And you'll notice, guys, that I don't use necessarily pan handlers or oven mitts. I use towels. That's a holdover from my kitchen days. They look really good. Nice warm muffins. Oh, my pan's getting hot here. Smoking up a little bit. Let's get the tortilla going. Here we go. These tortillas, these uncooked tortillas, come in 2 packs of 22. We're gonna cook up a bunch of these tortillas. We're gonna cook up a whole bunch of tortillas here, real fast, and I'll show you how to do it. Oh, there we go. Toby, what were you doing? How are you doing today? I'm assuming you were doing some more Monster Hunter today? Were you doing stories today, or were you doing some more Monster Hunter World? I'm gonna go ahead and lift these muffins out, put them on the cooling rack that you see just over here. We're gonna get another batch of muffins going. Scoop that pan down a little bit. They're a little hot on my tortillas. Just a second here, guys. I can't see chat if you're talking. Whoops. Those are hot. Out of the pan nice and quick. Cool nicely. Don't be me, guys. I have asbestos hands, honestly. So yeah, if I'm saying something's hot, it's hot. Wipe these out real quick. Yeah, feeling my fingertips? No, I haven't had that in years. Try and undercook this one a little bit more. When you're hot, you're hot. That's right. Look at that. Oh, I love the look of those tortillas. Look at bubbly goodness. We're undercooking these tortillas just a little bit, guys, because we are going to get these back on to do our quesadillas with. Scoop some more batter into these. Should be like the last dozen I can do. Let's see. Maybe like 3 dozen little mini muffins. That's pretty good. Oh, maybe not quite 3 dozen. 2.5 dozen. And 2 dozen plus another 9 or 10, yeah. Scrape this down. Scraping down all the stuff, all that goodness. I have a couple of these that are probably not going to have any, one or two of these are not going to have any chocolate chips in them, but that's fine. Into the sink it goes. Tortillas off and on the back pan. You can see them, you can kind of see the tortillas back here just sitting on my flat top. My flat top is off, nice and clean, so it's just off and it's a good place to stash things. Check this other batch. It'll have the essence of chocolate, right? Kind of like LaCroix. Oh, those are done too. Nice. Okay, that batch is done. We're gonna keep the pan on nice and low so we don't have to fully unheat, warm it back up. We're gonna come back over here to our prep table. I've dropped the sealed cheese on the floor. Luckily, it's still in bag, so I don't care. Yeah, muffins don't take long, guys. But 15, 20 minutes on muffins should be, especially muffins of this size. We got about 6 minutes till our next ads. The uncooked tortillas are good for quite a while, actually. We bought this pack. When did we buy this pack? A week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And they'll stay good for a solid, like, you know, a solid month or more. I'm trying to find the Best By date on these, and I'm not finding it. But they stay good. They stay good for a really long time. I've kept them for almost a month or so. Better if you have a family that wrong knife. That one. If you have a family that's going to use them in that time, it's obviously, you know, you're better with a bigger pack like that. I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know where to get these uncooked tortillas other than Costco. I haven't seen them anywhere. Dicing up the deli chicken. We're gonna hit the pan with just a little bit of oil. I mean, I know it's a non-stick pan, but we still want to keep things moving. Now, in your non-stick pans, of course, you know, this isn't hex-clad. This isn't a pan that you can just use any metal tools or anything in. So we're gonna get that in there. Ooh! Ow! That was a little ow. Put that back. Get this chicken warmed up. I think I need to do one more scene. Actually, we'll do that live real quick, guys. I'm gonna do this real fast. just want to do this real fast, guys, so that you can, if I'm doing stuff over here on the prep table and going back and forth, we have a good thing. So we're doing it live. There we go. Let me fix this real quick, guys. There you go, guys. Now you can see the prep table while I'm going back and forth. Live from Chef's Kitchen, doing it live. So Fred Meyer and Safeway, a different brand though. So I can't speak to the ones at Fred Meyer and Safeway. I don't have a Fred Meyer, I don't have a Safeway. And so I don't know if, I don't know how long those keep. I won't speak to how long those keep, but a lot of times, if they're a similar product, they will keep for quite a while. Taking out some kimchi here. Drain it a little bit. I love kimchi personally. It's really good for your gut. Really good, healthy fermented product. I'm just gonna down some. Chop this up real loosely. Get it into the pan. Always be washing your hands, folks. I'm washing my hands right now. You may not be able to see it. I haven't shown myself doing it on screen yet today. I have been washing my hands regularly. But people are like, oh, you're handling the food. Yes, I'm handling the food with clean hands. Knife down, dry it off, put it back. Awesome kimchi mix here. That's right. Listen, I can relate. Panda, Sleepy Panda, I absolutely can relate. It's a hard thing to do to keep everything going. Okay, let's grab a bowl. I'm just gonna grab a little bowl to put the toppings in here. Hi, Pandora. Meow, meow. You can see Pandora down there. Yeah. Hi, baby. Wipe out the pan. Get it back on the heat. Keep it nice and low so it doesn't smoke. We're going to come over here and we are going to do our shredded cheese. I'm gonna do a three-way mix. I think the tanginess of the Swiss mixed with the kimchi will be really nice. So I'm gonna grate up a whole bunch of this. Pay the cheese tax. Hey Nora, there you go. For things like this, I use the large hole on the grating blocks. I'd be careful of my fingers. Guys, we are creeping up on ads right now. I'm gonna go ahead and grate this cheese. We're gonna go to ads real quick and then turn off our pre-rolls. We'll be back with the finish of the Suboptimal Cooking Show. Thank you, guys. Oh, we just snoozed. That's all right. One word, Kitty, one word. Hey guys, we're back. I am undoing the, I finished grating most of the cheese. I am unpanning the other batch of muffins, and I did realize that suboptimally, as is par for my show, I forgot to spray this batch of muffins. But they're still coming out pretty pretty decently. So, underneath them, they're shredding a little bit, but they'll be fine. They'll be fine. A nice cooling rack. Let's do a little bit of the Parmesan. I do want to do some of the mozzarellas to get some nice cheesy pull goodness in there. Little knife. Mozzarella is hard to shred, though. It's a soft cheese. I prefer doing it on a machine, but hey, that's a little optimal. We don't want that. Just cut this into pieces that'll shred a little bit better. Nothing like a good cheese. That's right. Nothing like a good cheese pull. So does anybody have any questions about what we've done today? Any questions about the show in general? We're coming up on the end of the show here, guys. I'm going to cook a few of these tortillas, and then we're going to head over to our friend UV Glow Panda. Hand you off to that fine person's channel. Good cheese pull needs an NC-17 rating, yeah. That should be good. Toss this cheese together. Mix it in. We got Swiss, mozzarella, and a lot of Colby Jack. So I'm going to show you the way I like to do this, kind of in a fun, funky way. We're going to I'm actually going to bring the cutting board over to the stove. So I have all my cheese right here. So shove that over. Make sure I'm not burning anything. Alright, so what we're going to do here, guys, is we're going to take some of our mixture here, drop it in. We're going to take our cheese mix, and we'll drop the cheese mix in. Chef, what about the tortilla? We'll get there. We will get there. Let's spread around a bit. Let's take our tortilla. We're going to kind of pull everything in. And you can do this with a spatula too. I like doing this with my hand. Just kind of pushing down, gathering up all of our ingredients, and then we flip it over. That didn't work optimally, but nothing ever does. So there we go. Helps get everything all nice and melty and good. Fold it over. Then we're going to toast this until it gets nice and crispy. You know, put that one away. Yeah, use the spatula for that move, guys. I'm a dumbass with. And I'm dropping my spatulas. Drop it on the floor, you wash it. Spatula. over, you can see that nice crispy exterior it's getting. Professional chef, everybody. That's right. No feeling left in my fingers for the last 15 years. About 7 minutes left on those last batch of muffins. But especially with these fresh tortillas, I don't like cooking them overly long. They get nice and crisp, but I don't want to overdo them. So that's that's part of the reason I melt the cheese first. You also get a nice kind of crispy cheesiness to them that way. Add some more of this in. Next. Tortilla. Now you can also let it sit for a second. It'll give you a little bit of a cheese crisp on there. But having the tortilla on top will help contain some of the steam that's coming out and melt the cheese. And then we're gonna get under here a little bit. Flip that over. Look at that. You can see that. You can see that it kind of browned up a little bit. Give you that nice crispy cheesy goodness. Crispy cheese, yeah. Oh, this has been a great stream, guys. I really appreciate everybody dropping in, saying hi, spreading the love. If you like what you've seen here today, please, please, please spread the word. Get notices out. I'm going to be posting on Blue Sky. I'm going to be posting on Facebook. If you're not following me on Facebook, you can find the Chef Tig Gaming. It was the Chef Tig Gaming page. I'm going to probably update that to the Suboptimal Cooking Stream page, but got a bunch of work to do on the back end. You know how it goes. But please spread the word, guys. I would like to build this up. Join the Discord. That's right. Join the Discord. We're going to be posting a lot of updates. We're going to be posting recipes. If you want access to the exclusive recipes that I cook on each stream, please subscribe. That's going to be a subscriber bonus. Is access to the print recipes as they come out. Joey, if you want to come down and grab some food and come do a taste, and we'll wrap this stream up here. Keep going on these. I'm going to try and post these to YouTube later as well, yes.
As well as short form to TikTok and
along with short form.
all of the things.
I'm going to just do this. You want to see that cheese pull? There, not the best cheese pull, but oh, look at that. There you go.
Ooh.
That's a good cheese pull. Go for it.
I will absolutely come in. Kimchi cheese quesadillas? Yes, please.
Kimchi chicken. chicken and cheese, sorry.
There you go. Oh, so good.
Sorry, I should have done some other chili.
No, that's okay. For those catching the banter here, I eat kosher, which means I don't eat cheese and meat, and he forgot to tell me that there was chicken with the cheese, so suboptimal, but still very good. What we'll do though is I will grab one of these banana muffins, and you can see here, just look how good those got. Look at that, all of that dark color from the chocolate. Break one open here for you. Look at that chocolate. Oh.
Now you're just taunting.
Well, I mean, isn't that what I'm here for, right?
Yes, it is.
We can change a screen here. I don't know what buttons to push to change a screen. While he's finishing up the quesadillas here, making me one that's just kimchi and cheese.
I gotta cut up some more kimchi. I'm sure you can just throw it in.
Okay. This is really good.
Yeah.
The really ripe banana comes through in like the most satisfying way. This is why you don't let your bananas go bad.
This is exactly why you let your bananas go
Well,
bad.
no. What I mean,
No, I know what you mean.
I mean, you don't let them go so bad that they become mushy and gross.
Well, but that's not completely true because that's what these are. These are black, mushy, and gross bananas.
Yes, but you put them in the fridge before they become rotten.
Right,
is
before
what I'm
they go moldy, sure.
Yes,
Yeah, and before they're completely melting everywhere.
that's what I'm trying
Okay,
to say.
yeah.
My words are bad. Rosa, we can bring you some later
We'll bring
tonight.
some later.
But the chocolate chunks in here got just melty enough, but they still hold their shape. So you get like little flecks of chocolate chunk in there. These are so good. This recipe right here would be worth joining the chef's table. Let me just tell you that right now. I was somebody prior to moving in with Chef who literally would just take recipes and dump. And there's nothing wrong with dump recipes, but there's so much more that you can do with your food. And this guy is a wizard at cooking with ingredients you wouldn't think of. I will toot his horn for him while he is doing the kimchi. So, and these are just nice. The vanilla, you use vanilla?
I forgot to put vanilla in. There is vanilla on it,
Oh,
but I forgot to put it in there. But
oh, there you go, guys.
suboptimal cooking,
Suboptimal.
baby.
I forgot the vanilla, but the bananas are so ripe you don't need it. These are really good. The flavor, the crumb on it is really, really good. This would be really good. Do these freeze fairly well?
Oh yeah, they'll freeze just fine. I'm gonna freeze them. So
And then like warm them up in the microwave for like a breakfast on like a school morning, or like a cold morning. Warm them up and put a little butter on them, or the cream cheese hack that Kitty gave us.
Yeah,
Morning with coffee, exactly, Kitty.
morning with coffee and
These are good for kids because it's got a nice chocolate flavor in it, but also
banana.
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 Is there a way you could make these healthy as well?
We can try that on another attempt. You could probably substitute some of the. You could probably also sneak some like really well grated zucchini. In there.
Yeah.
Get some
Vegetables in your
some
kids.
veggies in the kids. Yeah.
And this is what I'm talking about, again, joining the chef's table. Eventually, I want to throw at this one kind of like a chopped idea where he has to make something out of ingredients that are suboptimal. And
Based on the selection.
based
that
on
you
a
guys
selection
pick.
that you guys pick and see what he can do with it. Maybe some oat flour, oatmeal. Yeah, Kitty, that definitely sounds a way to bump up the nutritional, especially the
Yeah.
fiber. especially the fiber in something like this. This is really, really good. But here, let me just show you. A lot of times whenever you cook with chocolate, sometimes the chocolate like melts and you miss it. But like here, you can still see those chunks in there. And then the dotting of the bananas in there. It is very, very tasty. I'm gonna leave the rest of this half here for Chef to enjoy. I have a very small tummy and very limited appetite, so I want to make sure I'm getting some good quality protein in here with what he's making.
The last bit of cheese here I'm going to take, and I'm actually going to make just a cheese crisp out of it.
Okay.
So we're going to just drop this cheese right into the pan, and I'll show you how to make a cheese crisp here, guys. We're get one little bonus thing going, and just kind of get your cheese there, medium low temperature. It's still pretty hot on an electric stove. Again, electric stoves are harder to adjust than gas, yeah. And you want this to start bubbling and crisping away. And again, this is something you don't want to do in a regular stick pan. You need a non-stick pan to do this.
It's also a really good way to use the end of your cheese so it doesn't go moldy. I don't know how many of you are like me or Chef where you forget that you have the grated cheese in the back of your cheese drawer and then suddenly it's gone moldy. Yeah. A good way to use it before it gets to that point is to make something like this. I know Chef has made taco shells out of stuff like this to make like the cheese on the outside of the taco shell. He's made the crisps to go on like a cheeseburger.
I mean, Chris, they're great on salads.
Salads,
you make them, you crumble them up on salads. Now, the cheeses in here are a little fatty. I am going to do this with my hand, but the cheeses in here are a little fattier than you typically want. Drier cheeses work well for this. Parmesan works amazingly for this. But I also love doing it with like cheddar, and it works with mozzarella. I would not keep the mozzarella ones. That's kind of a make it and eat it situation. But if you make them with Parmesan, you can keep them for a little while. I'm just pushing this down, flattening it out a little bit.
Getting some of the oil out.
Getting some of the oil out, getting some of the stuff.
I don't know if you can see, I think she's just off camera, but Cora here are
yeah, you can see her right there.
Yeah.
Our
She smells
little
cheese.
vacuum. She smells cheese. Hey, Cora.
But knowing how to make these cheese crisps.
Nope. Sit. Good girl. Yeah, you want all the cheese? I'll give you a little cheese. There you go. Bring the cheese on her head.
There you go. But no, knowing how to make these cheese crisps. I mean, in a store, you're gonna find these cheese crisps for $3, $4, $5 for a pack of 3, and you can make them just with what's in your fridge, what you already were purchasing. So it's a really good way to use up the food waste that would otherwise be food waste in your fridge into something a lot nicer, and it's a healthy snack. Lots of protein in the cheese. Though, make sure you take your Lactaid before you eat them if you're lactose intolerant.
Oh, I knew I forgot something. Actually, will you hand me using a paper towel to soak up some of this oil here, and I'm going to pat the cheese crisp down. If you're lactose intolerant like Chef is, don't forget to take your Lactaid. Costco sells generic Lactaid. My water go. There it is. All right, folks. That's going to be it for us today. There's that cheese crisp for you. Look at that.
Nice.
I want to thank everybody for joining us today here on the Suboptimal Cooking Show. You guys have been great. I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. Live suboptimally, but live excellently. Thank you guys for joining us.